Hello YouTube. Okay, seriously.
Hello YouTubes.
Hello you. Okay. Hello you. Okay, whatever. Hello YouTube. There you go. Hello YouTube. It's Thursday afternoon here, almost 5 o'clock here in Michigan. My buddy Joe and I are going to do a little camping excursion. We want to do a little bit more laid-back trip, a little bit easier. We're going to do a super shelter, but it's a little late in the day to try to set that up, so we're just going to do A-frame tarps down there, and we're going to eat a lot this trip. That's my main goal, is to get fat, so it should be fun.
Succeeded. You're American, big fat American.
I'm going to tell you what I want, what I really want. So Joe, the first lesson in using an axe is when you pick it up, you should remove the mask.
It's so played out, bro.
I don't think it is. Not yet, not yet. A few more years.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Don't be angry.
I know. This is kind of not safe.
Whatever. We're really good at being not safe.
Dude, this alder just chips out. Like,
yeah, I know, I just chunked it.
it's gotta be frozen too.
We got camp set up. There's a lake down there, little fire pit. Joe's got his tarp set up here. Got mine set up over here. Just doing tarps and bivvies. We'll do the fancy shelter tomorrow. You excited for dinner, Joe?
I'm gonna eat some food.
Yeah, I'm starving. This is a little bit more of a laid-back trip, so we're going to eat like kings this trip. Tonight we're going to have one of these pork tenderloins wrapped in bacon. We got potatoes and onions, and I think we're going to do some hamburger also.
Yes, sir.
Dinner all cooked up. Got the pork tenderloin, my high-speed low-drag utensil there since I forgot my spork, and these potatoes. Very good. Good morning, YouTubes. It's day 2. I slept pretty good. Joe said he got a little damp in the sleeping bag.
I wet my bag.
Took a pee-pee. And now I'm absolutely starving. Anyone who's camped with me before knows that I do nothing but eat all the time. So it's going to be omelet time.
Omelets?
Omelets. Yes, it's going to be good.
Big buy.
Big buy. Cooking breakfast this morning. I'm going to use a non-stick pan like this one. Got this from REI. It's real nice. Handle compacts down like this. And then for the stove, I've been using this stove now for a couple of months. And I finally got it figured out. My winter Algonquin trip video, I didn't quite understand how to use it, but now I got it. I made this little pouch out of 500 Cordura for it. It's got the little reflective loop so I can see it, and it works with pull tabs. I didn't like the one the Primus came with, so I made this one. Inside, it fits the stove. You got the windscreen. You got the base. And then I did something kind of cool on the bottom, just to keep it organized. I have 2 little elastic bands. One's got the toolkit, some spare parts, and then I keep a Bic lighter just in there, so you can pull it out, light the stove, and put it back and it stays in its place. I found in winter camping a lot of times that if you use olive oil, it's frozen solid in the morning. Just keep it in your bag, which I always forget to do. So I usually just been bringing a stick of butter, warm the pan up for a second, and then this melts. You just coat the whole thing with butter. And then this way, non-stick plus the butter, you're guaranteed not to have any stickage. Plus it makes everything taste better than olive oil. So here's breakfast. Maybe a little too much there. Just cracked a bunch of eggs, put it in a crappy old bottle. It didn't freeze last night, if you were lucky. I picked up this old chair at REI. It was on sale. Even so, it's a little expensive, it's 60 bucks, but they're super comfortable, real lightweight, they pack up great. I didn't like the stuff sack it came with, so what I do is I roll it up, and then I made this little buckle out of elastic. You just roll it up and buckle it, and it works great. The other thing that this chair is nice for is when you're going back and forth from camp to your tent, I just threw everything on here, and then you can just carry it just like this. So we walked back from the lake a bit. It's a few hundred yards that way. We're nice and protected here in the hardwoods. And we're going to do our super shelter between that big tree, this one here that Joe's clearing off the brush. We'll build it back this way, do a fire out front. Location we chose is really good. A lot of hardwood, good size for the tools we brought and some softwoods too. Should be a lot of fun. So here's our materials for the shelter. On the right hand side I got an 8x10 tarp, a couple Mylar blankets picked up for like $1 a piece on eBay. There's a roll of tape in the middle just for patching holes or to seal gaps. Got about 200 feet of paracord in different lengths, and then I picked up plastic at the hardware store. It was like $8 for a 10-foot roll, 3.5 mil, and it's 25 feet long. So those are all our tools for today's shelter. So I have an awful lot of paracord, and I want to make sure I try to keep it organized, not have it laying around on the ground and all that. So what I'm going to do is set up a little ridgepole section. I use a quick release knot over here. Run this over this tree. Just do a little taut line hitch. It's going to be pretty easy to lose black paracord in the dirt here. We got a little ridgepole set up here. And then I tie my lines in these pre-done kits. They're all the same size. I think these are 6-footers. If you want to see how to do this, check out a video by I.A. Woodsman. What you can do is when you undo them, you got this whole big long thing, go like that. And this way it'll keep it organized so we know how much we got left and what sizes. We got the ridgepole up here. It's got kind of like Canadian Jam laps. Thank you, Joe. Funny.
What?
Oh, I thought you were cutting the rope.
No, I'm cutting.
Thought you were being a meanie head, yeah. So we're gonna use Joe's 10x10. And this shelter is gonna be probably a little large for most super shelters, but we're not using it necessarily for warmth. We just kind of want like a warm hangout. This isn't like getting stupid cold tonight. It'll be a little below freezing, but that's it.
Just for playing around.
Exactly. In the back of the shelter, we're gonna build up a little wall so that the tarp is not like at a real steep angle. It's up a little bit more just so we have more room, more comfort in there. What we're doing is we're gonna build the wall up with some dead logs. We're trying to get this out of the way anyways. Our tarp's about 10 feet wide and our wall needs to be that long. That's about 4.5 lengths of this. So what I did is I used my axe as a measure and I was able to figure out approximately how far. 4.5 right here. Cut it just a little on the long side, make sure it's long enough. And then chop this up, do about 3 or 4 of these, get it about yay high, and that'll just help with the tarp pitch.
Yay high! Yeehaw!
You can sit down here.
What's that?
Sit down in front.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big old chunk.
And a piece of wood. Good? Yeah, it is now.
Alright, cool.
Pounding it a bit.
Alright, so we got the tarp set up here, ridge pole. You got kind of like a H frame going. We got our wall in the back. We're going to take 2 sheets of Mylar and do it up in this front part here that's going to be closest to the fire. Joe's just cleaning up the log piece here to make sure it doesn't have a bunch of crap to rip our Mylar. Alright, so we're making progress in the shelter. There's plenty of room for the chair to be set up. We took put some buttons in the plastic and tied it off to the middle support beam. The Mylar is duct taped in there, and then we took the log and we like rolled it in the plastic in the front. Gives us a nice front. Now with the rest of this big sheet of plastic, we're going to just drape it over the top and we'll have doors on both sides. Got the Primus started up, and for dinner here we got, I think it's bacon, cheddar, and barbecue powdered hamburgers. It's pretty freaking good. Just a quick comparison here. We have the American food bags, probably approximately 12 pounds of food to start. And then we have the Canadian.
What? What's wrong with that?
You're 4 oatmeal and 5 raisins, that's it?
Raisins are sustaining.
Whatever. I like fucking raw meat.
Oh, I got some distance, bro. Some distance.
We're out here on the lake. We had to get water. Here's a hole we cut. The ice has got to be at least 2.5, 3 inches deep. So there's no way it's breaking.
And I'm actually going to get a little bit more because that's not enough. But you can see, doesn't look like anything around. That's exactly where our hole is.
Except all the grass like
Shut
there.
your mouth!
The grass there. And there's other grass right there too, Joe.
Where?
Like well here, and it looks a lot like it looks like that.
I just can't.
It's oh right here. A pinch. Oh yeah, she's solid.
that softwood, Kyle?
Oh yeah. So I missed by a mile.
That was an expert moment.
Now you're good. Go.
How do I look?
Sexy.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, see what I mean? It's like hitting concrete, man. You've been axing with Doug a lot lately?
Why is that?
You're just beating the thing, as I mentioned.
Oh. Nice.
Nice. We're lucky.
Well, we missed it. I was trying to warm my battery up in my pocket, but Kyle felled the tree. He felled it very well. It fell down with no hang-ups. And now we have to process this wood. This big old oak. That's going to be the start of our firewood pile. Let the fun begin.
Mine's bigger.
What method is this, Kyle?
This is the Terra Barna.
Turret burn it.
Yeah, I think got it from Moore's anyways. It's just a little long, but yeah, that'll do. That'll do. About 4:30, and we have the camp pretty well prepared. Got some wood here we're going to split up. Here's our big stuff. We cut them about 4 feet. Got a fire reflector that's about 6 feet long or wide, and then we got the Hillbilly super shelter.
So we're gonna light up our fire. Got some birch bark, a ton of shavings, some twigs, and pencil thickness. This should go up pretty easily. Bam!
And some shavings right there.
This is gonna be a big fire to start with.
Yes.
Don't one stick it. It's a good thing we got our pencil size though. Alright.
It's hot chocolate time. Well, it's a little after 7 o'clock. We have the super shelter set up. Got the stove going down there you can barely see. Joe's over there. We got a little canner lantern for some ambiance. Ambiance. We do hot chocolate. It's very warm in here. I say it's got to be at least 50, 60, 70 degrees up top. I don't know, but it's warm. It's about 9 o'clock. We got the fire going full bore. We're having some trouble with the fire reflector. It keeps trying to catch on fire, but we found some tactics to put it out. Get Joe over here.
It's urine!
Yeah, we should pee on the thing. That's been our, our solution. I would mention we have had a little sailor at this point. No sailor.
It's a little warm in here.
It is. I'm probably going to t-shirt.
Oh, mission accomplished. All right, so I am absolutely on fire. I'm in a t-shirt, I'm in this chair, I'm higher up. I'm already taking off my long johns, I'm that hot. It's got to be at least 75, 80 degrees in here. It's unbelievably hot. Woo! Oh, it's probably about 9:30, and it is unbelievably hot in here. We put in one of the big old oak logs we had. It was probably like 6 to 8 inches in diameter and about 4 or 5 feet long. And it is unbelievably hot in here. It's got to be close to 100 at the top. We got our socks and shoes off, and I got my pants rolled up, and it's hot in here. I'm starting to sweat. I might have to go to the ground. It's too warm.
It's 10 o'clock.
Just got back from about 7.5, 8 mile hike, and we're doing a little house cleaning up in here. Had some lunch, and now we're gonna cut some firewood. And tonight is pizza night, so I'm very excited about this. You excited, Joe?
Up in here.
Up in here. Okay, you're done.
Going.
Not again. Here's the wood pile we've amassed for the final night. It's a mixture of cherry and oak, and should be plenty hot in the shelter. I hope to get it up again to upper 70s again. This takes a while though. This is probably 2.5 hours of processing, and we still got to break it down to small stuff. Some lazy man fire prep here in this chair. Here's dinner. I take a 8-inch nonstick pan, cover the bottom in butter, and then I put all the pizza ingredients in, just kind of layer it up, and cover it up with aluminum foil. And for tonight, we got pizza, a whole bunch of pepperoni, mozzarella, had some extra pepper jack, and some leftover bacon. So it looks pretty freaking good. It doesn't 100% cook it. Sometimes the edge is a little burnt and the middle's a little raw, but other than that, it tastes really good.
Oh man, this looks good.
What you got there, Joe?
You know. Look at that thing. Dude. Cheesy goodness.
So good. The final night here, we got the long fire fired up, and it's very warm in here. It's got to be close to 100 at the top. The firewall keeps catching on fire. We're trying to put it out, but it's a bit of a challenge. So it's unbelievably hot out here. I don't know if you can tell, but we put a stake about 1.5 feet out from the fire because we were concerned that some of the logs might start rolling down into our plastic sheet, which would cause a major problem. So it's compost time. Go ahead. So Joe, you want to explain to the camera what you think about the current temperature?
It's hot. Too hot. I would go as far as to say unbearably hot.
It's morning last day. It's significantly warmer than it has been the past couple of days. It's now our least favorite time of the trip. We got to tear everything down, eat some food, and get going. Back to the truck. The super shelter is definitely an accomplishment for this trip. Worked way better than what we thought it was going to be. It was super hot in there. We did some great food, some great times, and some good axing. Until next time. Morning YouTube, it's day 2. Are you okay? You gonna cuss some more? Morning YouTube, it's day 2, and we slept great last night.
Penis.
You said penis?
I said penis as you were talking.
I'm gonna kill you.
Okay, good.
Duct tape to get it up and around, and if you come over here, ouch, damn it! Okay, we might need to trim this, man. We both hit that frickin' log right there about 10 times now. Ow. Okay. So our final night here, we've had our pizza, and I
I just threw up some pizza in my mouth. Like literally just burped in my mouth. Oh, it's bad. We should put more bacon on it.